Hey guys, this is PsyStarcraft bringing you the patch notes for patch number 13. This is going to be, I don't even know what it's going to be, but it's going to be awesome. You can see I've got this map all prepared. It's kind of rough as usual, but I'm going to get the patch changes across to you guys, so let's get started here. First of all, these 8 spires with 8 different colors are to signify the 4-on-4 that has been included. These are some uncircumcised penises, and they have been circumcised, and the little sperms are now fighting. So they have added 4-on-4 and 3-on-3 to StarCraft on Battle.net. It's a bit laggy and a bit undeveloped, I guess, because there's a lot of disconnecting going on, but it is present. It's a lot of fun. Zai has played it. I have not, but he thinks it's awesome. So next change is the Sentry's force field. I've been saying it all along that they need to rework the Sentry. They have now reduced its damage, and they have given force field, I guess you could call it a nerf, but massive units now walk through the force field, so ultras will no longer be pushed around by it. Thors, you know, they can't really get blocked out of ramps anymore. And you can also just get a massive unit just for the sake of being able to, you know, go against a PROTOSS player and just, you know, bulldoze against any stalling tactics they try. So very neat. I like that mechanic a lot. Next, it's the Void Ray. A lot of people are complaining about how OP the Void Ray is. It has been reduced in range from 7 to 6. The reasoning behind this change, Blizzard said, is because Terran players have had a lot of problems dealing with the Void Ray. As a Zerg player, I don't think the change was warranted, but I guess a lot of Terran players feel it was. So I'll believe them in that. But you can see they have very similar range now. When the Void Ray actually floats to the Marine, it makes it almost right next to the range of the Marine. The Marine just has to walk a little bit. So 6 range on the Void Ray, 5 range on the Marines. Next is a PROTOSS macro change. Before, when you selected gateways and warp gates all in one, it would have the gateways in front, and so you'd actually have to tab and then use the warp gates to create units, warp in units. But now it just automatically selects the warp gates, and you can just warp in right away. Very nice change there. I was bothered by that a lot. Next is, unfortunately, another buff to the MMM mechanic. They have reduced the cost of combat shields by 50 minerals and 50 gas, and they have also reduced the cost of Stimpack, which I have researched right now, which you can't see, from 150 to 100. I don't know why they're making MMM even better. If anything, they should balance the other units of the Terran army, but my only assumption is that Terran just has a lower win percentage than the other races, and that's why they feel like Terran needs more buffs, but there's that. Next, the Infestor has gotten another mini overhaul. They no longer have the Infested Terran ability. They now have Frenzy, which lasts for 30 seconds. You cast it on an allied unit, and it causes them to deal 25% more damage, and they're immune to slows, stuns, and mind control. Not a fan of this ability, of the mechanic of it. It is way too Warcraft 3-ish. You didn't see any of this crap, like percentage crap and immunity crap in StarCraft. It's not like a StarCraft ability. It just doesn't feel like a StarCraft ability. StarCraft has big ass spells that do awesome shit. EMP, Fungal Growth, Storm, Yamato Cannon. I mean, this is just like 25, a spell that you spam. It's just really silly. I actually liked Infested Terrans a little bit better, but we will see how effective it makes 8 Hydras against 8 Hydras when you spam it. So you can see the animation looks kind of like a loogie. So sending these Hydras against these Hydras, pretty much all attacking at the same time, but you'll notice these Hydras fared much better. 12 damage plus 25% is of course 15 damage, and I haven't checked to see if that scales with their upgrades or not, but I have a hunch that they do. My only concern is, though, would you want to get a couple Infestors to frenzy an army of, let's say, Hydras or Roaches, or would you just want to get more Hydras and Roaches with that money? Tough to say at this point. We'll see how that plays out. Next is the Ultralisk. Ultralisk has received another rework. His role has changed entirely. First of all, let's note that the damage has changed from 25 to all units to 15 plus 25 to armored units, and you can see they kind of have a different layout for the damage here. 40 to armored units, so they are now a armor unit killer. the only unit on the Zerg that has plus damage to armor. And I have to say I'm not a fan of this at all because of their HPs. They have been nerfed enormously on their HPs from 600 to 450. Their role in a Zerg army is to tank damage, get in the front line, and once they're there, you know, deal pretty good damage. But they can't even get there now. It's like Blizzard is ignoring that their problem was pathing and survivability. But and so to fix that, they give them more damage against armored units and less life. It doesn't make any sense. Let's just see this ability Frenzy in action with the Ultralisk. It makes them immune to stuns and stuff, so let's see how it does against a Thor, who's going to use a cannon. Not much at all because it does not make them immune to the damage from it. So